from Banbury in Oxfordshire, Hypno-Disc.
Never failed to reach the series semi-final.
We've got a new disc that's much stronger. It's got a 7.5mm high-grade aluminium cover, the titanium wheel shafts, new armour all over. Basically, we've used all the small mechanical components from last year in a new chassis. It's going pretty well.
Has a 10mm aluminium checker plate chassis and 6mm aluminium rear armour. The disc weighs 20 kilos, runs at 95 miles an hour, massively destructive, but it has low pushing power.
Roboteers, stand by.
Let's have a look at the teams. Barber-Ous, the captain, Simon Rafferty on the left. Granny's Revenge, captain by Trevor Andrew on the right-hand side. Hypno-Disc, very experienced, the Rose family. Dave captains on the left, and then 4x4 with Benny Castle and Andrew on the right. Sergeant Bash is in there for the house robots in the arena. Ooh, so Kilolot's there too.
3, 2, 1, activate.
Want to see the Barber-Ous weaponry here, look at it. Churning. Granny's Revenge right in the middle. Granny's Revenge 2, I should say. There wasn't a great deal of the original Granny's Revenge machine left from the last wars. It's all good fun, isn't it? Sergeant Bash is in there with a lick of flame. Barber-Ous is to give close attention to poor old Granny. And in comes Sergeant Bash again. Hypno-Disc is behind. There's Barber-Ous now. Is it a truly controlled weapon? Using the cloth there to snag other weaponry. 4x4 has snagged the Barber-Ous 2 machinery, but I'm not too sure what damage it's caused Barber-Ous 2 there. The cloth from 4x4. And something's come off there. It is just the cloth from Barber-Ous 2. So 4x4's big plan to snag up anything hasn't really worked. But Barber-Ous 2 has been attacked by Hypno-Disc. Granny's Revenge 2 is about to be counted out. She's smoking already. Granny, don't smoke, it's bad for your health. Hypno-Disc on the attack on 4x4, which has done nothing. Boys from Dublin, if your best hope was a bit of cloth, dear oh dear, Granny's Revenge is on its way out. Poor old Granny is counted out. The team from Reading, Trevor Andrew and his sons Philip and Ben, they're the ones who put Granny in, not us. We're seeing the ref cam there. To me, Hypno-Disc is the only one still moving. Granny's on fire. Barber-Ous 2 has been shunted by Hypno-Disc, but I think they're immobile as well. 4x4, there's nothing there, so which was the robot last standing of those three to go through with Hypno-Disc? Poor old Granny's underneath the drop zone, it's a cooker! Hypno-Disc has spun and won, we know that. The ultimate smash to smithereens. Granny's Revenge 2. This is a cooker. Like the one back at home in your kitchen. Think of the weight. Slam. Nothing left of you, ma'am. And I'm being told that it's Barber-Ous who survived the longer to go through with Hypno-Disc. So Barber-Ous have gone through with Hypno-Disc. Poor old Granny, there's nothing left of you. But cease is finally called. The Rose family, well, they're blooming. They've gone Granny's Revenge. I think the Barber-Ous team are through.
Oh. Hypno-Disc, it's looking ominous. 4x4 gets shown the door, but that is no way to treat the elderly. Poor Granny's Revenge gets toasted by Bash and then a cooker dropped on her head. Barber-Ous and Hypno-Disc, they go through.
It's a beautiful thing, a family united by a hunk of metal. Now that hunk of metal needs to fight another fight, doesn't it? Do you want to know who you're up against?
Yes, please.
In round 2, Hypno-Disc goes up against Bulldog breed.
Ooh.
You were a bit delayed with the reaction, love.
Sorry about that.
Tough robot.
Yeah, it's a tough
robot.
robot. Can you slice him, do you think?
Well, we did it once, haven't we? So we could do it again, but he's made a few improvements, but then so have we.
Because they met in the heat final of Robot Wars, the 5th Wars. And Hypno-Disc came out on top despite taking a bruising from the Bulldog. Took some punishment. But it was Hypno-Disc who finished spinning and winning as ever. Ripping out there, the Bulldog breed failsafe. It meant the doggy was no more. They were gutted. They had no power, no weaponry, no future. They mean revenge.
They're tearing up the war zone tonight, but can they tear up each other? Let round 2 begin.
Hypno-Disc. Bulldog breed. Roboteers, stand by.
The Hypno-Disc Rose family, 3 times grand finalists in Robot Wars. Bulldog breed, Tony and Robert Summerfield. A feisty competitor. Matilda's in the arena for the House Robots. And they're dead metal with the spinning blade. Serrated and awful.
3, 2, 1. Activate.
A real grudge match here. The classic spinning weapon against the classic flipper. Hypno-Disc forces Bulldog breed away after surviving an initial onslaught from the dog, and again, its spinning weapon, the disc actually carrying it away from the final flipper thrust. And that's what's happening at the moment. And I also think that the Hypno-Disc spinning weapon has caused damage to Bulldog breed, and I'm not too sure whether the flipper's working. It is. It's okay. For a minute there, I thought Bulldog breed's weaponry had been rendered inactive. They're in trouble though, aren't they? And it was from that first real attack from Hypno-Disc, and Bulldog breed is fighting a rear guard action here against Dead Metal, trying to get the flipper to thrust away Dead Metal. Tony Summerfield, an engineer by trade, loves his classical music, loves a little bit of peace and quiet from the classics, but his machine has suffered some damage out there, and it is crying a mechanical cry of woe. And this battle is almost over, I would suggest. It was that huge thrust by Hypno-Disc, the weapon spinning at 900 RPM and weighing 20 kilos, that was so destructive. Another side slam as Bulldog breed is counted out, and Hypno-Disc move forward into yet another heat final. Bulldog breed had to get it over early, and they failed to do so.
The awesome power of Hypno-Disc turns Bulldog breed into a puppy dog. Hypno-Disc goes spinning through! Well, they're gutted.
Well, we're pleased.
I know. Yeah. Well, you beat them last time, so you must have felt a bit confident going into it.
Well, they've got such a good flipper. I mean, anything could happen. It went to plan, but we had that little incident to start with, and they got that real big flip in, and we were nearly over.
You were nearly over. In fact, you've done some damage to the arena floor as you came back down again with the disc.
Yeah, it just chewed in there, but it was the disc that actually kept it upright, I think.
Yeah. Look, guys, you always flatter to deceive. Are you going to go all the way this time?
Oh, I don't know. Anything can happen, and it nearly did happen just then.
Barber-Ous, no problem at all.
No?
No whatsoever. They're too slow. Matilda's too slow. Far too slow.
Okay. And the Hypno-Disc is working well?
Yeah, better than ever.
Good.
But I'm surprised that they come back for more.
Hypno-Disc.
Never failed to reach a grand final. Dave, Derek and Ken Rose.
Barber-Ous 2.
The underdogs, plastic against spinning disc. The Barber-Ous team, Simon Rafferty, Guy Radford, Chris Watts.
Roboteers, stand by.
Matilda's in the arena with the spinning flywheel. Shunt's there too with the bulldozer blade, the axe.
3, 2, 1, activate.
A single blow from Hypno-Disc can destroy anything. It hasn't got great pushing power. If Barber-Ous 2 can get in there and nudge it back, has the one spin of the disc, not Barber-Ous still. Is that what it would take to get through the plastic armory and destroy Barber-Ous? I think they've succeeded, Hypno-Disc. The drum is quietening, is stopping, has stopped, is being tattered. Plastic against metal. Hate to say we told you so, but we told you so. And there, the scars of war. Hypno-Disc, not as impressive as the last series. Are we sure? Down goes the pit. Barber-Ous 2, a long, lengthy barber's pole, gradually nudged into submission. And the pit, one wheel hangs limply to one side. The ref bot comes in for a look. Well, they've done brilliantly to get through this spot. I love the innovative design of it. I hope they come back with a stronger robot. But the basic principle seems sound to me. What do you think? For this Robot Wars, the campaign is over for Barber-Ous 2. And a very good machine goes through. Look at the scars in the plastic. But the debate over Hypno-Disc will continue. As Shunt gets rid of Barber-Ous 2. Is Hypno-Disc stronger? Will they go further? Can they win the title? Hypno-Disc through to the series semi.
Barber-Ous gets slaughtered. Hypno-Disc goes spinning through to the series semi-finals. Tell you what, you see the size of them? It's a good job the fighting's in the arena, isn't it?
Yeah, we're pleased about that.
Yeah, listen, that was easy peasy lemon squeezy.
Well, we had a good practice on the first round melee. It was just a case of doing the same thing again, really.
Yeah.
But, they've done a really amazing job of putting it back together again to come and fight in the series, the semi-final.
Guys, you're flattered to deceive. I mean, a lot of robots have competed in Robot Wars, and you think, oh, that could win. And yours is the one that people think should win, and it never has. Why is that?
Bit of bad luck. It's luck of the draw, actually, who you come up against in the further down the competition. You've got to be lucky just to pick a robot that suits your type of attack. Hopefully this year we'll be lucky.
Let's hope the luck holds, eh?
Yes, fingers crossed.
Let's hope you go all the way, eh?
Wasn't much luck then, no, was it?
No, that wasn't. That was all design, that was all design, skill, engineering. Ladies and gentlemen, let's spin to win with Hypno-Disc!
From Banbury in Oxfordshire, Hypno-Disc.
Never failed to reach the grand final of Robot Wars, this.
We've never fought Tornado before, so should be interesting. Very strong, powerful robot. I mean, if they get hold of us, they can push us all around the arena into house robots and things. So
They could.
Give it a tough fight.
Roboteers, stand by.
Let's have a look at the Hypno-Disc team. Dave Rose, his brother Derek and dad Ken. And the Tornado boys, Andrew Marchant, David Gamble and Brian Moss. In the arena for the house robots, Dead Metal spinning madly with the claws. And there's Mr. Psycho. Oh, he's ready to grumble and rumble. So Hypno-Disc with a spinning blade, Tornado with the push. The winner automatically through to round 2. The loser will have another chance. The 3 losers go into a melee to claim a second round place in the series second semi-final. Hypno-Disc backs away, comes slamming forward onto Tornado with the slight bulldozer front blade. Tornado, interchangeable weaponry, don't forget. And Hypno-Disc is in trouble on the arena sideboard. It is so destructive, but it has that Achilles heel, Hypno-Disc. It can be pushed around, it can be bullied, and Tornado is doing all the bullying so far. One of the most persistent little dogged nuisances in that arena we have ever seen, Tornado. And Hypno-Disc is in massive trouble here. Tornado once again is whipping up a storm. Ramming and ramming and ramming again. Hypno-Disc tries to get away. Up to 10-mile-an-hour top speeds, both these machines evenly matched there. Hypno-Disc slightly the heavier. Away now, onto the side angle grinder. Wants to stay out of trouble. I think Tornado was trying, yes indeed, and succeeding to release the pit. Down goes the pit and descending. Tornado tries a mighty shove on Hypno-Disc again. Brilliantly controlled Tornado. Andrew Marchand, the captain, driving. David Gamble in control of the electronics. Brian Moss, the weaponry. Hypno-Disc under the controls of Dave Rose, a mechanical engineer who loves his astronomy. But the stars here are favouring Tornado. I would have thought, oh, goodness me, they went too clear. Oh, goodness me, they went too near that yawning gap twice. Tornado, almost then, causing its own downfall. Some battle this. You never can know with Tornado, with that unreliable drivetrain, when it's going to back up, but it's in underneath Hypno-Disc near the arena sidewall. Go on, shove it out. Hypno-Disc, stay on in there though, and go on, give it a slice, which we know is twice as nice on Robot Wars from that mighty spinning disc. There you can see the Tornado boys all of a sudden concerned they can't get this over and done with. As they thought, you've just seen there Ken Rose, a retired engineer, loves his classic casters. Ken, he won't be happy that the Hypno-Disc chassis is being sliced up by the angle grinders and bumped and bashed by Tornado, who comes in again. Seats is called, it goes to the judges. Well, what a dogged and determined battle that was.
The judges have unanimously decided that Tornado had won it! What a turn up for the books! Guys, that puts you, it's not all doom and gloom, that puts you now in the loser's melee.
Yeah.
What do you think about that fight, though?
Well, we started off quite well, but we lost the disc about a minute into the battle.
Is that what the noise that was coming from the disc?
Yeah, that grinding.
Yeah.
That was the disc drive gears that must have moved out of mesh.
Because they hit you so hard and they hit you all the time. They keep coming back and back and back and back.
We were sort of a little bit on the run there.
Yeah.
We were trying to get a bit of space to get the disc up to speed, but they didn't leave us alone, so...
No, they were like a terrier, weren't they?
Yeah.
All right, you might meet them again later on in the competition if you get through the melee. Ladies and gentlemen, the fourth seeds, Hypno-Disc!
I know Spawn again are worried about you. You worried about them?
Oh, we're worried about any robot with a flipper, you know.
Yeah.
But we've got the self-righting arm, so we should be okay.
Is the self-righting arm actually working? So we haven't really seen that in action yet, have we?
Not yet, no, but we have tested it very recently, and it's pretty quick.
It's meant to be working then?
No, it is working.
Hypno-Disc.
So can the Rose boys, Dave, Derek and Ken, fulfill their motto? Spin to win.
Bigger brother.
Beat Hypno-Disc in the grand final eliminator, as we've heard. Lost to Razor in the grand final ultimate test.
Spawn again.
Knows what it's like to go into a loser's melee in a semi-final. Lost to S3 in the Fifth Wars. They're the bigger brother team on the left-hand side, and Spawn again on the right, Darren Haydenborn and Luke Chapman.
Roboteers, stand by.
In the arena for the house robots, we like to keep him in there, is Mr. Psycho and Sir Killalot, the two heavyweights. 3, 2, 1. 3 robots. Only one survives this loser's melee, while Spawn again are quickly into the action, so maybe they've made repairs. And once again, they're trying to eliminate Hypno-Disc, the two flippers ganging up on the Rose boys here. Now let's see if that Rose family team has a little bit of a thorny attitude to come back. A bigger brother and Spawn again. Spinning away, Hypno-Disc bashing and crashing, and I wonder if they've just knocked themselves into submission there. Hypno-Disc, yeah, you've just seen there the sign of reluctant submission. As they smashed against the arena sidewall, something went in the controls, and they are out, Hypno-Disc. They are immobile. Only one of these two will survive now. Bigger Brother and Spawn again. Hypno-Disc, you've gone. Go on, Tequila, toss them out. Do something with them, nasty. Awful. So strong in previous Robot Wars, they'll have to make modifications on Hypno-Disc. Ooh, now what's happened there to Bigger Brother and Spawn? Again, they're wedged together, piggyback style. Bigger Brother in underneath there. The flipper of Spawn again. We're seeing Hypno-Disc being officially counted out by the ref bot. Spawn again is still moving. Bigger Brother has activated the pit release, and Spawn again got a flip in. Bigger Brother is reeling. Spawn again in flipping. Have they jarred the mechanism? That 1 meter long flipper wide open. If so, Bigger Brother can take advantage and does. And Spawn again are teetering on the edge of oblivion. The Hypno-Disc boys cheer, but the biggest cheer is for the Bigger Brother team. They go through, and we'll say bye-bye to Spawn again. Bigger Brother 12s into night, and they continue through to meet Terahertz in round 2 of this semi-final. What's going to happen to Hypno-Disc? Pit, 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 they cry. Hey! Bashing and a crashing, and down they come. Almost a nod of approval there, as if to say, well, we know that our machine has run its course and we need to make huge changes to Hypno-Disc, a brave battler of yore.
Spawn again, the 10 seeds out in the losers melee. Hypno-Disc, the 4th seeds out of the losers melee. Bigger Brother, the robot with the little people, in through the back door. Bigger Brother, they go through.
You got close to this. You told me you were going to win that.
Well, I thought we were going to win, and we started off pretty good. But when we hit Spawn again, we bounced off him at such a rate and hit that wall, damaged the wall, and that was when the damage was done. Whatever
We
damage
really
it did.
only had a couple of minutes of the carnage that we know you're capable of.
I would like to have had the 5 minutes, even lost with the 5 minutes, but it's a bit much when you come out after a minute or a minute and a half,
It's
2
really
minutes.
frustrating.
The audience don't like it either, do they?
Now, are you going to straight back now to the pits and try and work out what it was that shook loose, or are you
Yeah.
just going home?
No, we're going to go and find out what it is. We can't wait to see, really.